back to Just Between Us, your daily exploration of what it means to be alive.
Don't steal your Reddit stuff for the Just Between Us podcast.
I wasn't stealing. I didn't. I just
You're
made
about to say excavation of Reddit.
No, I wasn't.
Listen, this is good. This is real. This is raw. Here's what happened. We switched from our network, podcast network, to independent, and we lost all our reviews, our Apple reviews. So if you guys could all just hop skip over there and leave us an Apple review, that'd be great.
It's really upsetting. I check every day to see if they're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but look.
So now if you go and you look at our podcast, it looks like we're not a real podcast because no one's ever listened to it.
It looks like we've been a podcast for 5 years with 17 reviews.
Okay, so this week I thought we would do something nice in the holiday spirit.
Oh, sure. Sure.
I thought that we could share our favorite things about each other.
Sure.
I'll go first.
Oh, okay. Why am I bracing? Why am I like?
These are nice things.
I know. I'm like holding on to my butt. Okay, what is it?
I think that you are very quick.
Oh.
Like you have a quick wit, and it makes joking with you easy because a lot of times I'll set you up for something and you'll just put it away.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
My favorite thing is when I get you. Like when I say something that's so outlandish that you're caught off guard. I'm like constantly just trying to up the ante of like how outlandish I could be before, like just to, and also to when I watch it dawn on you, like when you don't get it at first and then you're like, you get it and it hits you. Oh, one thing that I like about you is I think that you are very caring and engaged with people. Like you want to know what's going on with people. You're genuinely asking. You genuinely want to know if you can help. You're like, some people are like asking in this very flippant LA way, or they're saying like, let me know if you need anything, but they don't really mean that. But like you actually mean it, which I think is pretty rare.
No one ever takes me up on it though.
I think because people don't think it's real. Melissa took you up on it.
Oh yeah.
When your friend needed a place to stay after they were going through a rough patch with their partner, they stayed with you. Or when I was going through my thing, I stayed with you.
Yeah, that was years ago though.
Oh, so would you like all of us to go through something bad so we can need you again?
No.
Please need me. I have Munchausen's by proxy. That's you.
Wow, this really turned into a roast.
I also think that you have a work ethic that you don't give yourself enough credit for. Like, I think you're very good at what you do, and you get like, there are so many people, like you act like, oh, I'm overwhelmed.
This is a second one?
Yes, which you are overwhelmed for sure. I validate that. But you also like, you're going to get it done. Like, you know what I mean? There are other people where they're like, oh no, I have this thing. And I'm like, oh no. But like, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, uh-oh, there's a 70-30 chance that gets done. 70 on the no. But there's no world in which you wouldn't like finish your thing.
Well, also it's my brain's not working today.
No, I've been working so much. Allison's been working, okay? I got in a car accident on the way here. This is behind the scenes, bitches. We're making these little fun videos for you. We're talking about our little fun lives, okay? Allison's been working on 2 books. Look at her. She's falling apart.
Just one book. I haven't gotten the notes on these.
And I, on the way here, got rear-ended by a very nice man who then tried to flirt with me. I think I hurt my neck. And also, I'm trying to figure out how I can get rich from this.
I don't think that you can. You would have to say, let's not go through insurance and then make up a fake estimate and then give it to him.
How high could I make the fake estimate? I should have had him just cash at me right there.
But for what amount?
$8,000.
Okay, but what I
you don't ask, you don't get, as Ken Raskin once said.
He says it every day. But what I was gonna say is, so there was a period of time where I was like, oh, am I just like a stressed person? Like, am I unnecessarily stressed when I don't need to be stressed?
Sure.
But then my responsibilities rapidly declined in that I'm no longer in grad school. I'm no longer planning a wedding, and I'm not stressed.
You shouldn't be.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that, like, oh, that was actually just, like, a stressful time.
Yeah.
Rather than me being someone who, like, enjoys being stressed. Like, right now, I'm just, this month, mostly just, like, working, other than the Substack and the podcast, I'm just working on finishing the novel, and like I'm not stressed about it. I just like get up and I don't want to do it, but I do it. Like, and so
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm in overwhelm anymore, and so I feel differently, which is kind of nice to know that I don't
Yeah.
that my natural state is not one of stress.
That's great.
I was just in grad school for 3.5
Of
years.
course. Yeah. Duh. And you were planning a wedding.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, wait. Now I want to go.
Okay.
We were supposed to go 1-1-1-1,
Sorry.
but that's okay.
I was just chatting.
So my next
Hey,
one.
Phantom.
My next one is I think that you are incredibly well educated and researched in queer culture,
Thanks.
and you're able to speak about it very eloquently in a way that is both like very educational for me and I believe our listeners, and also just like impressive and probably at a level that like not everyone is able to talk about these things.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, there's always more to learn. I think I take it very seriously, the historical context of things, because I just see so much of that being erased in this way that maybe I'm just older, I don't know, but like my uncle was not gay, but he did have HIV, and I just think like the AIDS crisis gets a little bit shoved to the side in a lot of ways, or like the history of stuff, or like the history of trans men in queer spaces, or the history of like, you know, like the ways in which like butch women were treated, and I don't know, I just see a lot of stuff being very simplified, and it really like irks me. Thanks, I appreciate it. I try, we have an audience of a certain age, and I try very hard to make sure that they have historical context for things. But yeah, thanks. Is this because I ranted about non-binary lesbians on Don't Blame Me?
Well, no, there's just been multiple times on the podcast where like there's a question and then you just sort of like give an answer that like is the level of like a college lecture, like but like off the cuff, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's really cool.
Thanks.
Another thing I'll say is that I think that you have managed to navigate a difficult family dynamic
Very, very magnanimous.
without cutting yourself off from them. I think that you've done a lot of work in order to like to stay in your family, and I just think that takes a lot of work and a lot of empathy.
Thanks.
And I think it's awesome.
Well, I will say that a lot of that was stuff came from you, in the sense of like, you don't have to be around that person who sucks. Like the certain people, the people that I don't engage with from my family, like you were very much like, why? They suck. In the very beginning, there was a lot of stuff that I learned or changed my perspective from you, of me being like, because I just have to. And you're like, why? I think also maybe people that I gave a lot of chances to, that you were sort of instrumental in being like, nah. In a good way. And like still now you're like, no, like you're like not being treated correctly. Nah.
But that's not family members. I mean,
well, my oldest brother.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like I think I didn't understand the pain of estrangement when I was younger, and now I understand it better. I like, you know, that younger version of me that was like, cut them all off. Now I like understands that like you handled it much better and like with maturity and empathy for them.
Thanks. I mean, they're fine now. They're trying to move to California, which is gives me hives. But other than that, love you guys. At Thanksgiving, they said to my dad, who by the way is not on the spectrum, we said, Cheyenne's your favorite, and he was like, yeah. And we were like, what? And we were like, why is she your favorite? And then he was like, she loves me the most out of all of you guys. And I was like, what? And like, she's the baby, and I talk to her the most. And then he was like, and then your new brother is number 2 because he's new. Because we found him on 23andMe in 2017. So he's shiny and new. And then me, who's been here from the jump, I'm 3rd. And then my oldest brother, way at the bottom. And then my dad said, I love all my kids. And then Jason said, just not equally. And he said, And then he was like, well, you don't call enough to me. So that's why I'm in 3rd. And then we were like looking at his phone, looking at his favorites on his phone. And in his favorites, Cheyenne is number 1. Then it's my mom. Then it's a couple friends of his. And then I'm number 6.
Hey, at least you're there.
At least I'm in the top 10.
Yeah. I wonder how many people's favorite. I'm probably in like 3 people's favorites.
What do you mean? Like in your family?
No, like on people's phones.
Oh, that's random people.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, am I on your favorite list on your phone?
Probably. Oh no, we're about to find out. It's actually probably an old favorites list because it'll have.
Oh my god, you have so many on your favorites. I have like 5 people.
Yeah, it has people I don't really talk to that much anymore. Yeah, it still has Avalon, our old management company. Yeah, it's not up to date.
But
It's
I'm
not up
not
to
on
date.
it.
No, you're not.
All
Yeah.
right, should we do one more each?
Okay.
Am I allowed to give one that's like not just about you but about our relationship?
Yeah.
I like that I just like can be my full self with you.
Hey. Yeah.
Like
I agree.
this morning, like you had accepted the invite for this couch show and also declined the invite for this couch show.
You got to keep them guessing.
And if it was somebody else in my life, I would have been like, okay, how do I ask about what happened? I would have been like, hey, like, so I'm just wondering, like,
What? Why?
I would have like had to like make it seem like so polite and like not make any assumptions. But with you, I was just like, why did you decline the couch show?
Well, that's how I want to be spoken to, though. Like, I don't need
I know,
flourishes.
but like it's not like I can just like when I'm in text with other people, I'm like always like, oh, how do I get out of this, or how do I end the conversation kindly,
What?
or like politely, or like I just like I have to add another layer of like thought to my interactions to people outside of my parents.
Whoa,
and John.
interesting.
But then like you are in that group where I can just like have my natural reaction to you and not have to like add that layer of like extra thinking, and it makes it easier to interact with you.
I think I feel that way too. I definitely feel that way too. I don't want to be talked to like that or whatever. I feel that way too. Or I feel like I can just say like the truth to you or something, like, or like, what was I like when I was in my like bad relationship or whatever, and you would be like, you know, ask a tough question and I'd be like, yeah, it's not good. Like, I feel like there are certain people that you have to sort of be like, because I feel like you trust that whatever it is with me, it'll shake out. So like you're not gonna try to like tell me what to do, or like you will tell me what you think and you'll give advice, but you're not gonna be like, I don't know, like not like take what I said and then hold on to it and then be like, you said this. Like you're just kind of like, okay, like you know what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm not like alarmist when you tell me intense stuff.
No, not alarmist at all. Just very much like, okay, well, as long as you know, you know, it's very like shorthand.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, totally.
Like 2 elephants bred in captivity.
What?
You know, like elephants.
Why elephants?
They never forget.